Hey girl, so in my last video, I made a really big claim to develop a routine. Now you guys, you all know that I am the habit stacking, habit loving planning queen. So I'm making this video to back it up. I'm about to break down the 5 easiest steps that I could develop on how a routine can change your life. If you're ready to get started, let's go. Hey girls, my name is Dion Stokes, and I am the face of ambition across all social media platforms, including Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, and of course here on YouTube. If you like this content, please make sure that you subscribe. It means absolutely everything to me. I love building this community, and I love sharing everything that I have learned, everything that I teach, everything that I have failed at and now have learned from here on this channel. And if you're interested in changing, glowing up, reinventing yourself, or just leveling up overall, I'm so glad that you found this channel. So now listen. I want to get right into this conversation because I have a lot of things to say, honey. If I make a claim, I'm going to be able to back it up. For the past more than 2 decades, I have been a successful entrepreneur for one reason alone. And the one thing that I know has helped me to be so successful is a routine. Now listen, if you want to change your life, you are going to have to find your routine. When I said that you're not going to be able to reach your goals without changing your habits, I meant it. Your habits, your routine, the things that you say that you want to do and you haven't started yet, I'm about to break down exactly how you can get unstuck, change your life, create the routine of your dreams, and make it sustainable right now. And if you stay until the end, I'm going to give you a bonus routine. Not that I know, not that I made up, something that I've tried that's helped me lose 50 pounds and keep it off for years. Now, before we get started, I want to make this quick disclaimer. Everyone's different. Because it has helped me, because it helps the individuals that I coach, because I've tried it, because I've tested it, because it helps those that I've coached, does not mean it will help you. But what I hope is that you are inspired and motivated by this content to choose the things that are going to be able to help you and implement them. So let's get started on tip number 1 so we can go ahead and start unpacking this, honey. I have watched hundreds of women change their routine, change their habits, and change their lives. The moment that you feel stuck, it's time to change things up. It's time to switch around what you've always done, the way you've always done it. Creating a routine can transform absolutely everything. And the very first way to build a routine that is going to change your life is to increase productivity and focus. You could depend on a planner girl to talk about productivity and focus. But as I've shared very candidly, this is not something that has initially helped me to be successful in business. It is the thing that was my Achilles. It was the thing that was holding me back. And I really started to focus on my productivity and the way that I utilized my time. Everything in my life changed for me. It is the thing that I credit to helping me to get unstuck professionally, spiritually, financially, even with my relationship with my husband. A well-planned routine helps for you to increase your productivity because you are now in control of your time. You now know exactly what you're going to do today. Whenever I talk about increasing your productivity, these are some of the things that I have found that really, really help. If you're someone that is diagnosed or self-diagnosed with having ADHD, consider time blocking your day. Time blocking your day actually helps you to be able to create the routine and stick to it. When I decided to actually assign a time and a date to completing my task, when I started focusing on those tasks during that time that I allotted that task to be completed in, it absolutely changed everything. I felt more in control. I was far more productive. I got more done in a shorter period of time. And the most amazing part is I stopped feeling stuck. I now had momentum. I now knew that I was waking up at 5:30 or 6 a.m. I was going to be at my desk by this time. I knew exactly what I was going to do. I was going to head to the gym. I was going to eat breakfast. I was going to take my time getting dressed, make sure that I honored my body. I was going to take my time on my commute to work. I was going to be prepared for the rest of my day. It built the momentum that I needed to start my day out focused and with intention. When you're dedicating time to your spiritual life, to your professional life, to your romantic life, it just boosts your confidence. It makes you prioritize your self-care. It helps you to really be able to feel more confident, to feel more focused, to feel more fulfilled at the end of the day. Being intentional about how you spend your time, being intentional about how you plan your day increases your productivity and just makes you feel like that girl. Number 2 is that it enhances self-discipline. Oh, the D word. Let's just be honest. If we all had self-discipline, we would be able to reach our most ambitious goals in no time. But discipline takes a routine. If you're someone that wants to meal prep, wants to read more, wants to get closer to God, you're going to have to be disciplined about your time, how you show up, and be intentional about the activity that you're going to do. The number one reason that we feel stuck is because there is a lack of clarity. When you get very focused on what it is that you want to accomplish, the discipline starts to kick in because you say, I want to be able to reach this goal in the next 30 days. Well, that means that there's 22 days in this week. That means that I'm going to have to then itemize the time and the date that I'm going to actually work on this task. And you know what? I want to back up for a second and make sure that I make this very clear. When I talk about creating a routine, I'm not suggesting that you have to practice this routine every single day. Let's just be real. I'm not going to the gym 7 days a week. I love working out. I love how it makes my body feel and look, but I'm just not going to go 7 days a week. So when you're building your routine, make sure that you steep it in reality. If you're someone that is really wanting to be disciplined and one of the things that you've lacked is self-discipline, start challenging yourself to show up at the gym at least 3 days a week. Yes, I know the girlies are going 5 days a week and you want the body and the abs like she has, but this is your journey. These are your goals. You to thine own self be true. Start taking methodical steps towards reaching that goal and practicing the discipline that you need that is going to help you expedite the process. One of the best tips that I can give you to help you practice self-discipline is to find yourself an accountability partner. Nothing that is better than having someone that is looking over your shoulder, rooting for you, supporting you every step of the way. And what's even better is if you all are actually supporting each other. So find a girl that's saying, I want to be able to read more. I want to go to bed at a certain time. I want to lose these 5 pounds before the summer season starts. And hold each other accountable reaching that goal. Check in with each other. Send each other pictures. Show each other how many ounces of water you've drank by 10 a.m. This is the absolute best way to be more disciplined because the moment that we know someone's rooting for us, someone's waiting for us, someone's expecting us to do something, we're more likely to show up. If you want to talk about a confidence booster, nothing feels better than being disciplined. Not being drugged by your edges to get out of bed, wanting to be able to get to the gym, wanting to drink those ounces of water, wanting to eat the healthy lunch that you prepared the day before. Small steps, big changes. Number 3, and why creating a routine to change your life is so important, is that it increases your well-being and mental health. As a well-being advocate, I understand what it feels like to not honor your temple, to not be true to yourself, to feel like because they can do it, I should be able to do it. Because they're able to go to the gym for an hour and take these hot girl walks in the middle of the day, I should be able to do it too. Everybody's life is different. Our expectations and our realities do not look the same. One of the reasons you might feel stuck is because you're busy comparing yourself to someone else. This path is narrow enough for you and God to walk on it alone. That is why this is personal. That is why it has to be steeped in your reality. You have got to be true to yourself. The number one way to start to change is to identify that you want to change. When you are creating this new routine for your mental health and your well-being, make sure that it excites you. Make sure that it's things that you're passionate about, the things that you want to do. It could be a hobby. It could be having more intimate time with your partner. It could be spending more time in the kitchen. It could be taking long rides, going on vacations. Your well-being means absolutely everything to the success of creating a healthy routine. Make that routine sustainable and something that aligns with your goals. I'm talking about exercise, but it's such a relatable example. If you really want to create a routine that's going to improve your well-being, start with your physical body. Go for a hot girl walk. Put on that watch and make sure that you're getting those 10,000 steps in. Record yourself and your thoughts while you're on the walk so that you're actually talking to yourself. You're taking time to pray. You're taking time during that time to meditate. Yes, I'm talking about a little bit of habit stacking, which we'll get into in another video. But creating a routine that is for your well-being, that helps your mental health, fosters a sense of fulfillment and well-being, and helps you to finally find that elusive work-life balance. Number 4 is that creating a routine helps with your time management skills. I talked a lot about the Ambition Planner and how I monotask my day. Having a space to be able to write out exactly what you want to be able to achieve every day and actually stick to that time is imperative to your success. There are some things that we have to do on routine. Like we know we have to be at our desk by 9 a.m. We don't tend to slip off of that schedule. But yet when it comes time to your self-care, going to the gym, making time to meal prep, some reason we have room to say, not today. Your body, your temple, your time is the most important asset that you possess. Also, the one thing that I think that you should be selfish about. This comes down to letting your no's be your no's and your yeses be your yeses. If you have a goal to be a full-time content creator, start a business, move up in your professional career, there's gonna just have to be some things that you say no to. And it does not make you a bad person. It does not make you flaky. It means that you have your eye on the prize. And here's the secret. The ladder to the success that you seek isn't infinite. You're not climbing this ladder forever. If you set a goal that is actually realistic, attainable, and steeped in the SMART goal methodology, you'll be able to achieve that goal and you'll be back out for drinks with your girls in no time. Create the routine around your time. I stated a little earlier that this does not mean that you have to do this routine every single day. If your routine is to meal prep on Sundays, I'm going to meal prep from 1 to 4 on Sundays. That's all the time that you have to do it. That's one day out of the week that you're saying, this is the routine that I have. I am not advocating for every moment of your life to be scheduled. Although I schedule a lot of the elements of my life, I also schedule my downtime. The things that I say a lot is I love to gamify my life. What I mean by that is I will set a timer for a really hard task that I need to accomplish that I know is going to take about 45 minutes to an hour. Once that 45 minutes to an hour is up, you'll be able to tell. I'll be liking your pictures on Instagram. I'll be commenting on all the comments that y'all are going to leave below on this YouTube page. I'm available because I've now set time to say for the next 15 minutes, your reward is your Instagram time. I have literally been scheduling joy for years and it works. You're setting realistic expectations. You're making sure that you have time to do the things that are most important to you. Exact same reason that my alarm goes off whenever I need to pray 5 times a day. Although I am not Muslim, I get really fleshy in the day and my mind starts to wander on things that I don't want it to. I set an alarm on my phone to be able to take time and pray and meditate throughout the day. It is what is important to me. It's the thing that I feel like keeps me centered and pulls me back to the middle whenever I feel like I'm wandering off. Life is a game and time management is the part of this game that we have to make sure that we master the most. Being able to manage your time means that there's additional opportunities that will open up. You'll be able to pursue those hobbies. You won't feel as stressed, overwhelmed, and anxious. And number 5, creating a routine that is going to change your life makes you feel more fulfilled, empowered, and gives you a great sense of control. This is the time to reclaim your time, honey. Creating a routine is so empowering. Knowing that you're doing the things that are going to help you to reach that next level. Even if it is something as small as creating a self-care routine. Creating a self-care routine feels so good. One of the things that I've started doing is that by 9 o'clock, I'm in my bedroom. And I like to spend about an hour with myself every evening. It's a routine that I've created that really helps me feel relaxed, turn off my mind from the things that I've been working on. It also helps me with my self-care. I take my everything shower. I may take a bath that evening. I shave my legs with shaving cream and then I exfoliate. I use retinol. I put on my great lotions and creams and I use the good body wash. I may wax. I may pluck my eyebrows. I spend time in there talking to myself, replaying the things that went well during the day. I meditate. I do the facials. I push back my cuticles. Because I am prioritizing my time, I'm even sitting like I'm more empowered because that's how I feel when I talk about the things that are in my routine. I feel the confidence coming from me saying, I do that for myself because I'm just that important. I'm the biggest asset. Like I said, time and yourself are the biggest assets that you possess. Take care of your temple and be in control of the things that you can control in this life. I promised I was going to tell you the thing that helped me to successfully keep off 50 pounds for years now. And that was identifying my why. When you are creating a routine, make sure that you understand why it's important. I can give you all the examples that I can think of, but if it doesn't align with your why it's important for you to do, it's obsolete. My why is that I was diagnosed as pre-diabetic. When I was diagnosed as pre-diabetic, something clicked in me and said, I am today, but I will not be in 6 months. I had a why. That's whenever I decided I needed to create the routine that was going to help me to no longer be pre-diabetic when I went to see my doctor again. That's when I started to create routines that aligned with my goals. I wanted to reach my goal in the 6 months when I had to go back and visit my doctor. Reduce my sugar intake. I worked out 3 to 5 times a week. I weight trained. I went on hot girl walks. I incorporated accountability. I drank more water and I set my timer to identify how many ounces of water I needed to drink every single hour. I was, again, gamifying how much I was able to take in so that I wasn't up going to the bathroom all times of the night. Therefore, I finished drinking all of my water by at least 6 or 7 o'clock at night. When I say all my water, I drink a gallon of water a day. I wanted to be able to implement new ways of working out. So I started spinning, I started running, I started powerlifting, I started yoga. I wanted to make sure that I didn't get bored in my routine. So I made sure that whatever my goal was, I put things inside of my routine that were gonna keep me motivated. Here's the part of the story that I don't share very often. I went back to the doctor, I did my blood work, I got my results back, and I was no longer pre-diabetic. I should be absolutely excited about that, but the reality of it is that I'm actually disappointed. The moment that I reached the goal, I lost my why. The moment that I was no longer labeled pre-diabetic, I fell off on my routine. I got those results about 2 years ago, and I would like for you to guess how much weight I've lost since then. The answer is none. Although I haven't gained any weight, I haven't lost any weight either. I fulfilled my why, I abandoned my routine, and now I'm in a space where I'm stuck again. I told you I wasn't going to tell you something that I have not personally lived. I know how important creating a routine is to being able to reach your goal. Yes, you can do it with other means. Yes, it's completely possible to be able to take a shortcut or find another method. But at the end of the day, I promise you, creating a routine that aligns with your goal is the surest way to be able to reach that goal and it be sustainable. So now I'm on to a new challenge. I'm so glad that we are expanding our community because I am committed to creating a new why. Every time I step on the scale and it says the exact same number that it said a few years ago, it reminds me that I have got to establish a new routine. And I love the fact that our community is now growing, so now I have some built-in accountability partners. I'm taking you all on my journey to change my routine and help me to reach my ambitious goals. I know that I can do this. I have done it so many times before, but I have fallen off because I have abandoned the routine. So I cannot wait to identify what my new routine is going to be, what fits and aligns with my schedule, to be able to execute it to get to my next milestone. I hope that you all were motivated, inspired, and encouraged by this video, and I hope that you all consider following my journey over on Instagram and TikTok. And naturally, I'm going to place it in shorts as well, so you have to make sure and subscribe so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I enjoy this content so much. If you feel inspired, encouraged, and want to hear more, please let me know some of the other things that you would like to hear about creating a routine, habits, goal setting, and planning. If that's something that you're interested in hearing more about, please let me know in the comment section below. And as always, if you have a routine, a hack, something that you've tried that has worked for you, girl, please do not be a gatekeeper. Make sure that you leave it in the comment section below. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. I cannot wait to come at you every single Sunday with a brand new video. Until then, I will see you on another social platform. Bye-bye for now.